Oh, snaps! You have probably watched about 20 different video about no-code dev using Cursor, using Lovable, and Bolt, building really crappy, as we like to call them, shit notes apps. In this video, we're going to do something different. We're going to build a badass looking notes app. We're going to do it with no code. And we're going to be using a new tool called Copycoder, which is essentially going to make it look really nice, and it's going to simplify the whole process of prompting and actually building a real application, because I'm also going to create login and password using supabase. So this is going to be all of the things that we're missing in all the videos that I've been watching on YouTube. I'm going to deliver that for you guys today. So if you're sick and tired of trying to figure out how to do, login authorization, how to set up supabase, how to do all of that stuff and make stuff look nice and make stuff not hallucinate and break, this is the video. So let's just jump right into it. So as I said, Notes app. Here is a screenshot that I took. So if you guys aren't familiar, go to Dribble with 3 B's, the triple B's. And you could just find a really nice design. So the way that we're going to be using Copycoder is what you do here is you actually just paste. So drag and drop images of websites, Figma designs, or UI mockups. So copycoder.ai, this is a new tool that I've been using, and I'm actually kind of blown away by it. It's actually so good that I actually started talking about it on my videos. So I want to just show you the power of this and what it can actually do to generate prompts and make this whole process seamless. So going back, we got a design. Just go to Dribble, find a design that you like. I landed on this one because I want it to be really, really clean and simple. So check it out. So I got this really super clean. You click this plus button, pick the color, and then it's going to drop a note. You can edit the note, you can delete it, you can make it a favorite. We got logins. So we're going to have the authorization through supabase, and we're going to have dark mode, and then some settings, and also notifications, and also you can search. So as you can see, pretty straightforward. So let's just jump right into it. So we're going to go to Copycoder. You guys could just sign up for free and take a look. You click choose image. We're going to go to our screenshot. We're going to paste our screenshot. Now, all we got to do is hit generate prompt. I mean, it honestly doesn't get much more simple than this. So let's see what it does. It's going to give you 2 different things. One of them being a prompt for Cursor, which we're going to be using. So we're going to be using Cursor's tool. Here you go. Check this out. So it generated a prompt, and it created a detailed components with these requirements. So it essentially did all the hard work. It broke down every single thing that Cursor would need in order to do this properly. The styling, the React, Next config, so it's going to be using a Next.js project. It's got the look of it. It's got the image analysis, the layout, the colors, and so on and so on and so on. I don't want to bore you with it. Also, we have a project structure, which is extremely important. So second, after doing that, is we're going to click generate page analysis, which we have down here. So now we have our page analysis. And there's a couple ways of doing this. So we could do this manually, but these guys are moving so quickly with this tool, they're actually simplified it. So normally here what I would do, I would go to copy initial prompt. I would open up Cursor. I would launch my project. I would come in here and I would paste this prompt in here. You don't have to do that anymore. You can, but they've already upgraded. And now all you have to do is you have to click download prompt file. Check that out. So now we've downloaded the prompt file, and here is where the magic happens. It asks about authorization supabase. So it already gives you the authorization that you can actually set up here to simplify login, password, reset password, all of that stuff. So you click on, yes, I want to do this. Now, here's the beautiful part. Since we've already downloaded the file, all we do is we copy the CLI command. Go into Cursor, create a new project in Cursor. We're going to call it Nodes with the Z. So check it out, AI projects, Nodes. Project is going to open. If you guys haven't used Cursor, it's, I think, the best AI tool to create no-code development. I just personally like it. I think it's just badass. And check out my other videos on kind of how to use it. But in this case, all we have to do now is paste our CLI here. We're going to switch to agent mode, because what agent mode will do is it will just continuously make everything happen. It's not going to keep asking you every 5 seconds. If you guys use Cursor, you know what I'm talking about. And I have it set to YOLO mode, so it's just going to continue saying, yes, fixing errors, everything on its own. And then all we have to do is hit enter. And now what it's going to do is it's going to create this here, Copycoder prompts. our setup file, our initial prompt, step 1, page root, step 2, and 3, authentication. So we're going to go to setup, and we're just going to read through this. So you're responsible for ensuring consistency and proper structure, sequence file structure, the page setup, the authentication, the critical process rules, what to do, what not to do. This is the beautiful part about using Copycoder, because it's going to take all of the best practices when it comes to writing code. This product was created by some really, really smart developers and engineers, because they understand the importance of being able to communicate directly with these tools. Because if you don't tell it what to do, it's going to hallucinate, it's going to create all kinds of craziness. So here we go. Check it out. So it's going to basically tell you all the stuff, all the requirements, the agent, what it can do, what it can't do, and then it's going to start going through the prompts. So the one thing we want to do, though, is we want to we want to say create the newest version of Next.js project in the current directory. Yeah. So this is what it's going to do. So I just want to change that because I've been having a lot of issues with it creating an older version. So this is actually going to be really important. And now since we've done that, all we have to do now is we have to go in here, switch to agent mode, and we're just going to say run at file setup. And that's it. And now what it's going to do is it's going to start reading, and it's going to start seeing exactly what the project is. So check it out. It's reading the first prompt. It's reading the second prompt. And now it's actually going to be able to create everything. Okay. There you go. So now it's creating the Next.js project with all the dependencies. You don't have to know what the hell it's doing, but I'm just telling you that's what it's doing. And it's going to basically set up our project. And this thing is going to be off and running here very, very shortly. So once it gets everything uploaded, it's going to basically go through step 1. It's going to do all the parts in step 1. It's going to go to step 2, step 3, and so on, and so on, and so on, until our project is going to be complete. And since we're running with agent mode, it's just going to continue doing this stuff. It's not going to keep asking me every 5 seconds, do I agree? Do I not agree? It's going to just go in and do it. So this is the beauty of using the agent, but more importantly, having this right here, because this code, Copycoder, is what's going to take it from regular language to development brain, development skills, engineer brain. This is what's going to separate our app from being just a little demo that looks cool on YouTube to an actual product that we're going to be able to actually set up authentication, login passwords, and back-end databases. All the stuff that makes real SaaS apps, web apps real, we're going to be able to do now. And that's why I wanted to make this video for you guys, because I really want to show you that you're able to do this. A lot of people say this, you need to actually get a developer to do this. You could do this yourself with the help of Copycoder. I found this tool. I absolutely love it. I reached out to these guys. I've been, making videos about it, promoting it. The link is in the bio, by the way. I make, you guys can buy me a cup of coffee, but it's like $15 for 50 apps. So essentially 50 prompts to get this type of information, the CLI command. So let's accept. So now it's going through, and it's going to, again, start going through every single piece of this. So let's see what we got here. Okay. So now it's taking all the temp files, now moving them back. Okay. Would you like me to proceed? Absolutely. So the only thing we got to say is continue. So it first set up the Next.js project. It put all the dependencies. It's basically set up the whole project, sequence, structure, and now it's going to go to page 2, which is actually setting up the pages of the app that we have. You don't have to do anything. You just sit back and watch now. Normally, you would have to say, okay, make me a home page, add this navigation, add this button, and then cursor will go off and create a bunch of other stuff that you don't need. It'll install a bunch of stuff that you don't need. This thing is very specific to your project because we said it, hey, I want you to recreate this, the look and feel of this with all this functionality that was in that image. And now Copycoder is doing that. and now cursor. You're talking to cursor now like a real dev. I think this is the best way to understand this and the power of this. This is what I struggled with. This is why I went on a deep search for like, damn, what happened here? I got an error message. Not sure what that was. This was my biggest struggle. I could not get cursor to communicate with me. I could get it to work a little bit and make a few things happen and create some fun demos. But then I was like, damn, how do I do authentication? How to do a login password? How the freak do I do a database without paying expensive tools that integrate databases? You know, that kind of stuff that you've been seeing. So I think Lovable does that with supabase. But you got to pay for Lovable. And it's way more expensive than cursor. And I personally like cursor. I just think it's a better tool. So now it's doing the notifications. And as you see, it's going step by step. So right now it's working on the second page, the 2 page. And then once it's all complete with that, then it's going to move on to the authentication. We're going to then give it the supabase database keys, the URL, and also the keys. And then we're going to be able to connect everything. We're going to create login and passwords, reset passwords, all that good stuff. And we're going to have a full product. And then the only last thing is going to be left, if we wanted to sell this notes tools, let's say it's really good, is obviously Stripe integration, which I'm going to do, not in this video most likely because it's going to be running a little long, but I will do a Stripe video integrating into this app so you guys could see what it looks like. So I went on this hunt for all this stuff because I was really tired of just building these really boring notes tools that didn't really do anything. You know, they were just glorified demos. And everybody started commenting saying, hey, yeah, this is all cute and everything, but you can never deploy this. You can never actually put this online and sell it. And that got me kind of really upset. So I started looking deeper into it and being like, okay, if I was an actual developer. So I hit up my dev. I asked him, hey, what are the things that I'm missing? And he said, obviously, authentication, security, you know, backends, all these things that I needed to learn. And then once I started learning them, I found Copycoder. And it simplified all of that because now it creates the correct language, engineering language, and makes me feel like I know what the hell I'm talking about by using it. And then once you start reading through it, you can actually see here the different pages, the different things that it's doing, and it all starts making sense. So you could create this yourself. Like if you know how to create these pages, you know, these setup pages and authentication pages with all the details, hey, you don't have to use it. But for most of us that aren't developers, that are using no code, this is the ultimate hack. So here we go. So I've now completed. Love it. Okay, would you like me to do any adjustments or just continue? Continue. That's all you got to do is you got to just say, hey, I already made the plan. I got it all. All you got to do is just follow the game, follow the plan. So just continue building. So now it's just rereading everything, and it looks like it's now finally getting to part 3. The most exciting part. We're going to integrate supabase. So what it's going to do is it's going to create a env file, most likely. Oh, it's already doing middleware. So middleware protects the roots. I think it basically is like a security measure for authentication. So that's really good. Okay, we're going to hit accept. And now it's going to create this local env file. So like environment file, I think what it's called. And this is where we're going to actually put in our keys. So our supabase keys. And I'm going to show you exactly how to get those. Really easy. And supabase is free. You can just set up supabase until you get an app that requires all kinds of different things. It's basically, you're able to do this stuff for free. So now it's creating the sign-in page. Very important. It's probably going to do a sign-in page. It's going to do a setup page. It's going to do a password reset page. It's going to do all of those things that you would have when it comes to authentication. And once it's done, then I think we're going to have the full app. But before, obviously, we need to test it. And the way we're going to be able to test it, actually, you know what? While it's doing that, let's go into supabase. Let me keep this here so I can see the messages. Let's go to supabase. So yeah, set up free account. It's a supabase, supabase.com. Let's go to new project. We're going to call this project notes with a Z. Give it a password. Create new project. Close that. I'm going to show you how easy this is. And right here, this is where you have your pin. So this is your public API key, and this is your secret one. Obviously, I'm going to delete this later, so I won't be, so you guys can't obviously use it. But for the sake of the demo, I'm going to show you. So we're going to need these two keys right here. This is your anon or anon, I don't know how to say that, public, and then your secret key. And then we also have our project configuration here. Okay, so we just finished. So now we have right here. So this is what we need. So we're going to go copy that. So password reset page, it's still working. We're going to copy these two right here once it's finished. And then we're going to have a actual product. Last piece is going to be Stripe integration, which I'm going to probably do in another video. And we're going to be done. I mean, this would take me, I've already done this before without using Copycoder. This honestly took me a week to learn how to do this by hand. And now I don't have to do any of it because I already have Copycoder just give me all the information. And then I can just automatically integrate directly into Supabase. Okay, I think we're getting close to being done. And like I said, the last thing it's going to do right here, as you can see, is it's going to create that local env. There it is, .env.local. Perfect. So now all we do is we go into that, and there you go. And now we're going to go and copy project URL. Bang. And then we're going to go copy our API key. And we're going to paste that there. And that's it. And now let's see. Added environment, configure, set up your Supabase project with email authentication enabled. Configure the email templates in your Supabase dashboard. Would you like me to any adjustments? No. I added the Supabase keys. Can you make sure? Okay, I added the Supabase keys. Let's just say I added the Supabase keys. Let me make sure that this is good. Okay, to complete the setup, you'll need to replace the placeholder value with I got it. Set up your Supabase project with I got. Configure the email template in your Supabase dashboard. So let's just go there. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to authentication. We're going to create a new user. So we're going to create a new user. So this way we can just log right in. Okay. Auto confirm user. So now we have a user in our database. I'm going to show you why. Let's test the app. Okay. So now let's see what it does. I'm pretty excited because I'm curious to see what it's going to do because I've already done a couple projects myself. Our project that we launched, I used doing this exact same thing with Copycoder. And it came out amazing. That's why I wanted to make a demo for you guys and show you the power of this. And if you guys haven't watched my videos before, everything is raw, unedited. I just get in here and develop and build and come up with crazy ideas and show you that it's all possible with just some imagination. And then now with these no dev tools, it's just freaking nuts that you could do this. So if you guys have any ideas, obviously give a follow and let me know in the comment section if you guys have any ideas like, hey, let's build something. I got a real estate project that I'd like to do. Or I have a SaaS idea that I want to develop. Like, I'm all game. So you guys just got to hit me up and let me know. Oh, snaps. What do we have here? Are you guys ready? Oh, man. I think we have a project. All right. Let's create a new account. Marcin AI. Let's go. Oh, actually, we already created that account. There you go. Let's paste this and sign in. Let's go. Look at this. We got our user. We got night mode, which isn't active. Settings not set up. Notifications not set up. But here's our notes. Okay, so none of it obviously works because we haven't told it to do anything. Okay, now. So, but as you guys can see, we already have the design. This was the whole point of what we were trying to do. So now we have a design. We also have our most important thing, which is being able to log in. Guys, we're able to log in. And this is huge. Look at that. And I bet you if you go to our database, now you can see that our user is here, right? So let's actually do one more thing. Let's create a new user, because a lot of you are like, well, you already created that user. How about a new one? So here you go. So we're gonna call this big, and we're gonna say, let me just use my other email address, and let's do another one, and there you go. Created the account. Now we're gonna go to supabase. We're gonna hit refresh. Bang, guys, are you watching this? We just connected supabase with a real application using Cursor, and it actually has all the authentication set up. And not only that, we're able to now go in and have a full functioning application. So here's the next step. Let's keep building. So what are we going to do? We're going to cancel this. Okay. And now we're going to say, all looks good. Let's move to making the tasks work. 1, when I click plus, I want to add a task. I want to add a task, be able to edit all the tasks. 2, I want to be able to select the color of the task. 3, edit meet nodes, and then also, let's just start with that. All right. So now we're just communicating. Now we're live. Now we got it cooking. We have the whole backend built. Now the whole thing is, let's just add all the functionality slowly and getting everything built out exactly how we want it. This is the most important part. So we're going to set up tasks. We're going to set up colors. And now we have a full functioning app. Like I said, we're going to do night mode and so on and so on. We're also going to do one more thing in the database, though, which I want to show you guys. This is actually really key. Since we already got our authentication, the next thing I want to do, though, is I want to actually create a database that's going to save our tasks. This is a huge thing when it comes to backends. Again, very complicated thing that would normally not be something you would do when you're building out a task app, or what we call a glorified task app. But we're actually building full projects here on this channel. So, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. Oh, check this out. So this is actually creating already what I said. So this is creating the task table that we're going to basically be able to run. And hold on. Now you have a complete task manager system. Okay, got it. Got it. Run the SQL migration. So here it is. So finally, we need to create the task table in supabase. Let me help you with that. So we're going to actually, let's copy this really quick and hit accept. And what this is going to do is it's going to make a new, if you go to database, and then we're going to go to SQL editor, we're going to paste that here, and we're going to run this. And it said success, no rows returned. But guess what? This has just added the whole task management system into our database. Okay, done. I added the SQL. Can we test? There we go. Okay, development system is running. Remember the changes we made. We were able to create. Okay, so add task. So we're going to call this Marcin coffee meeting. Enter. Bang, bang. Okay. And then we got meeting notes. Now we got our task here. We can pick a color. Very cool. And then we can delete it. Okay, so let's add another one. So Marcin, let's do coffee. Okay. And now let's go to supabase and see. Oh man, this is too good. Oh, this is too good. We just set up database, supabase, party base, development base. Guys, you have no idea how hard this was for me to learn. And we're just doing all of this because of Copycoder. So if you've been messing around with these no-code dev tools, you know how hard that was what we just did. And it worked so easy. Full integration. Absolutely nuts. And it's 12:30 in the morning, guys, so I do apologize for your patience, but hopefully you stuck around this late, this long, because we were able to get a product built from start to finish, not a glorified demo notes app, but a full functioning SaaS, you could say, with function and with all the backend and all the authentication to do to do logins, password resets, so on and so on. And it's fully functioning and it works. And it's all for free, because Cursor you could do for free. Well, actually, Copycoder is $15 a month, but you get 50 prompts, which is a lot. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you hit the link in the bio. Buy me a cup of coffee for my hard work. I would really appreciate that. It goes a long way. Oh, look at that. It just did a nice update. We got folders now. We got tags and settings. Let's see if profile is there. Oh, we have profile. We created profile also. I had no idea. Oh, and we have a settings page. This is amazing. I didn't even know that it did all this. We got notifications. Let's add a new task. Party time. Party tone. We can reset it. Party time. We can change colors. Oh yeah, this is fantastic. And then we got a new note down here too. Really hope you guys enjoyed that. That was so fun to make. I'm actually blown away by the power of these tools, and most importantly by Copycoder, because you guys saw what I did, which was take an image, create the prompt, plug it into Cursor, and bam, we have a final product that is now not just a glorified notes demo, but a full functioning app with the backend and a database. Hope you guys loved it. Give a follow. Let me know in the comments what I should do next. Have a great night. Peace.